Hi friends, hope you're doing well. I'm Dr. Milind. So today I'm going to address the group of students who are interns or the students who are working as a non-academic JR or medical officer and who want to prepare simultaneously with the work. Because it's not everyone that who can spend so much of hours daily studying. So there is a group who want to work and study simultaneously. Definitely it's a bit difficult because to study a theory and to remember it and to recall it well in exam you need a proper concentration, but also you get the advantage that as a paper is now more of a clinical based, so you can smartly use the time for your betterment. So let's start today's video. So there are some important points which I want you to draw your attention. It is very important to be observant and curious during work period. So it does not matter if you are an intern or if you are a JR. Don't think that whatever work you are doing, it will not help you in exam. As we all know now, exams are more clinical oriented. There are a lot of clinical scenarios asked, instruments asked. So be always curious during your work. A lot of students who are preparing, they don't do internship or they work by heart. They just want to go home and read. But see, that's not how it is going to help. Actually, if you are working like this, if you are ignorant during your work period, actually you are wasting a lot of time. Try solving MCQs and watch videos with 1.5x speed during your postings and work hours. So how can you smartly do it? That whenever you are on your in your posting, you can either do MCQs or watch videos. So I will explain this in further slides. You have to find a smart way to save time and energy. See, as an intern, you are often made to run for reports and other lot of stuff. So I have seen that lot of students, lot of colleges have this internet. I mean, this online interface where you can download reports online, and you can do it one day prior also. Like whenever you are leaving, you can like while coming to the work, you can come through the lab and collect all the report instead of just going to the ward and then going back to the lab. So there are some things that you can use a smart way to save your time and save the time at the same time you can save energy as well. So you must have like during your work time you must have figured that out. Also, see, as I said, that you have to limit your distractions because your time is very precious. If you are an intern or a working student, you have a very less time for focus study. So that is why you have to limit your distractions. If you are someone who wants to achieve both things simultaneously, see, there are a lot of students who are giving everything, who are just sitting at home and studying. So you have to compete with these students. So I can understand there are some issues, some problems. That's why we have to work sometimes. But still, if you want best from the both world, you have to limit your distractions and give your best. Now I had given in the my last video about the planner, I had showed one time long term timetable about how you can finish your first reading in 19 days, followed by first revision in 45 days, and then 25 days for the second revision. So what will happen in this group, the students who are interns and working, so you can prolong this time. It doesn't matter how long you take for first reading, it should be slow and conceptual. So it's okay if you take like 110 days for your first reading. We will adjust the next days here. So today I will give you a planner for your first reading. So let's proceed further. So starting from the June 1st, so there are 10 major subjects from anatomy, physio, biochemistry, patho, pharma, micro, which are your basic sciences and first and prof subject, and your big four surgery, PSM, obs, gyne, and medicine, which are also I call them like rank building and rank maintaining subjects. So these are the big subjects, so they take a lot of time. So what are we going to do? We are going to assign them 7 hours daily, and we are going to give 9 days each. So in 19 days we will finish this all 10 subject. For short subject, which are our rank maintaining subjects, so these are short and that gives a sense of accomplishment, and they have small chapters, they're divided into small chapters, so it's easy to read. So what we are going to do, we assign 2 hours daily for short subjects. So we have 6 subject and we will give 8 days each. Then subject like pedia, ophthalm, and ENT, so which are also belong to the group of rank building, so we are going to give them 10 days each, and depending on how much time we can spare, 2 to 3 hours daily we are going to give for pedia. So I'll show you one example that how can you implement this into a timetable. So suppose you are an intern or a student. Let's take an example that your work hours are between 9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. So that is a usual way of work. Now let me tell you that, say, you will have lot of students will have night duties, lot of students will have different type of work hours. So you can do adjustment as per your schedule, as per your timetable. So see, as I say, that either if you wake up early or you study late, so you have to do it as per your convenience. But I will say it is very important to get that time to read a theory. because when you are working, when you are a internship intern who are posted on a clinical posting, you cannot read at the same time, because reading a theory needs a focus. So try to squeeze 2 hours in the morning, like get up early and try to read at least 1.5 or 2 hours before you go to your posting some major subject like pharma. Then 9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., which will be your work period. So that will be your work hours. So what you can do, so we are going to plan MCQs, which can be PYQs or can be a question bank. So what is the benefit of doing MCQs in these hours? See, as an intern, you might be like, there is no fixed work in the board. So like for 15 minutes you are sitting, and then after 15 minutes they'll ask you to go and fetch a report. So if you're reading a theory needs link, theory need focus and concentration, so that is broken. But what are MCQs? In MCQ, you need that focus and concentration for that MCQ. Suppose your senior asks you to get a report, you can finish that MCQ, read explanation, and go. So it's okay that you are interrupted. You can come back and start with the next MCQ. So that is why it is a wise idea. Also, the students who need to see the video lectures, like there are some students who have problem and difficulties and who find few subject stuff, so you can watch these videos on your way to a lab, or like when you're sitting you can watch videos. Whenever you are told work, you can pause, go do your work, come back and see. So that is also something that can be helpful, because see, when you see a video lecture, your multiple senses are utilized, that you hear it, you see it, and you read the slide as well, and sometimes you try to speak it as well. So there are so many senses involved, so the memory of these things are better. Also, we are going to inculcate, we are going to put short subject also in this period. So we are going to, I'll advise that try to squeeze out at least 2 hours during your posting. Like if you are, like when you are asked to do a charting in ICU, or like when you are not doing, you are have this break, so try to finish few chapters from the short subject. So I will advise at least try to get 2 hours for this. I'm not saying that you have to do MCQs, video lectures, and short subject every day. I'm saying alternate. Like someday you do MCQs. Like if you are a hectic posting, like for example medicine, surgery, or gynae are very hectic posting, so you cannot read. So do MCQs during these postings. So you have a light posting where you don't have to do much. You are just sitting or just doing entry or something. There you can do the theory. So this is alternate. This is not some everything that you have to do. Then when you come back, see, no matter how hectic your internship is or light your internship is, even if you go somewhere for so many hours, your brain is fatigued, your body is fatigued. So try to take a nap and then get up energized and start again to read theory. And I'll again advise add some major subject here, followed by dinner, and again the same thing. I'll advise either you try to complete your major subject and then switch on to other. But if you are someone who get easily bored by one subject, like you have been studying the same subject for, let's say, for 4 hours, so if you want to switch to something else, you can add it here as well. So what are the important points that you should add in your timetable? That you add at least 4 pages of USMLE first aid daily. I'm not saying that you have to read first aid for 1 hour, 2 hour. What I'm saying is at least 2 to 4 pages. And what I'm saying, 4 pages not back. I mean, like page number 1 to 4. So that will be just 2 pages back to back. So at least even that will be more than enough, and it will not confuse you and it will not add you. So add any confusion, or it will not. You will not get bored as well. So at least read 2 to 4 pages of first aid. In short subject, as I say, you have 2 hours you have to spare during your working hours, either MCQ or short subject. Whenever you have a light posting, try for short subjects, try to finish them as one after another. Whenever you have a hectic postings, try MCQs and videos, and it does not require a complete focus. So that these are the things that you can add. Now with this timetable, we are going to do major subjects around 7 hours daily, short subjects around 2 hours, or MCQs or videos 2 hours daily. So this is or, this is not and, so this is and. So major and minor subject along with MCQs and videos. So this is actually going to be a difficult task, but definitely if you are disciplined, you can definitely manage that. And I have seen students doing it, so you won't be the first who have been asked to do the same. So I'll just tell you a few points. Don't try to just complete the portion. A lot of students, they just try to finish, like I just want to finish this subject in 2 days. See, even if it takes one more day, it's okay. Do it well, prepare the subject well, because you have to remember it, you have to recall it in exam accurately. Take a part in clinical discussion. Even if you are an intern or a medical officer, don't think that your work is an obstacle. Take it as an advantage. Take it as something that you learn. Ask these questions to your seniors. Whichever instrument, suppose you are asked to put a Foley's catheter or NG's tube, read what cover says. See what French are used. See what different colors are used. See in which age group they are giving which. See the indications. what is the indication, what are other indications, what are the contraindication. So if you learn that instrument then and there, you don't have to go back and see the visual sessions, or you have to read the theory. Your that question is done there only. So read information related to it and note down the important points. So whenever, see, don't think that whatever you see and read will stay in your mind. When you go home, whatever new you learned during internship or saw, write down it in your notes and revise it later. There are many examples of interns, so don't think that there are interns, working resident, even working mothers I have seen who have cracked the exam with excellent rank. So definitely it's possible. Whatever I have shown is definitely a difficult task, but if you are disciplined, you can do it. Utilizing every minute toward your goal is the key. Not only motivation but discipline is the key. As I have been saying this word again and again, discipline is very important for an intern or a working student to achieve the goal that they want. Because even if you get distracted or even if you get interrupted in your preparation, then it won't help you much. So guys, that's all I wanted to say. If you have some confusion about this timetable or you want something else me to add, you can ask. This is the overview I'll say. So summary, you just do the major subject in your free time whenever you're home. Start early in the morning, and you do your minor subject and your MCQs and video lectures during your posting. So I wish you all the best and take care.